Project Simplified Bible, the entire Bible narrated in an easy and objective way so that everyone can understand. Edition Marques. Genesis chapter 29.
Jacob continued his journey and reached the land of the eastern peoples. He saw a well in the field with 3 flocks of sheep lying near it because the flocks were watered from that well. The stone over the mouth of the well was large. When all the flocks were gathered there, the shepherds would roll the stone away from the well's mouth and water the sheep. Then they would return the stone to its place over the mouth of the well. Then Jacob asked,
"My friends, where are you from?"
And the shepherds replied,
"We are from Haran."
"Do you know Laban, the son of Nahor?
"Yes, we know him."
Is he well?"
"Yes, he is well. And here comes his daughter Rachel with the sheep."
"It is still the middle of the day. It is not time to gather the livestock, water the sheep, and take them back to pasture."
"We cannot until all the flocks are gathered and the stone is rolled away from the mouth of the well. Then we will water the sheep."
While Jacob was still speaking with them, Rachel arrived with her father's sheep, as she was a shepherdess. When Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, he approached, rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered Laban's flock. Then Jacob kissed Rachel and began to weep aloud. He told Rachel that he was her father's relative and Rebekah's son. So she ran and told her father. As soon as Laban heard the news about Jacob, his sister's son, he hurried to meet him, embraced him, kissed him, and brought him to his home. Jacob told Laban all these things, and Laban said,
"You are flesh of my flesh."
After Jacob had stayed with him for a month, Laban said,
"Just because you are my relative, should you work for me for nothing? Tell me, what shall your wages be?"
Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the older was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah had tender eyes, but Rachel was lovely in form and beautiful. Jacob loved Rachel and said,
"I will serve you 7 years for Rachel, your younger daughter."
It is better that I give her to you than to another man. Stay with me.
So Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed to him but a few days because of the love he had for her. Then Jacob said to Laban,
"Give me my wife, for my time is completed, and I want to marry her."
Laban gathered all the men of the place and made a feast. But when evening came, he gave his daughter Leah to Jacob, and Jacob lay with her. Laban also gave his servant Zilpah to Leah to be her servant. When morning came, there was Leah. So Jacob said to Laban,
"What is this you have done to me? Didn't I work for Rachel? Why have you deceived me?"
It is not done so in our country, to give the younger before the firstborn. Complete the week of this one's marriage, and we will give you the other also in return for serving me another 7 years.
Jacob agreed and completed Leah's wedding week. Then Laban gave him his daughter Rachel as well, and he also gave his servant Bilhah to be Rachel's servant. Jacob slept with Rachel, and he loved Rachel more than Leah. So Jacob worked for Laban another 7 years. When the Lord saw that Leah was not loved, he enabled her to conceive, but Rachel remained childless. Leah became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She named him Reuben, for she said,
"The Lord has seen my misery. Now my husband will love me."
She became pregnant again and gave birth to another son, and said,
"Because the Lord heard that I am not loved, he gave me this one too." So she named him Simeon.
Again Leah became pregnant and gave birth to another son, and said,
"Now at last my husband will become attached to me, because I have borne him 3 sons." So he was named Levi.
She conceived again, and when she gave birth to a son she said,
"This time I will praise the Lord."
So she named him Judah. Then she stopped having children.